Yeah, I heard my sister yesterday, I think it was in a video yesterday, talking about Ario. Ario, matted hair, ugly, so ugly, stunk, fucking really smelt terrible. Um, Ario was a really, really beautiful woman, yeah? Really beautiful, mate. So good looking, and it's beautiful dress. She dressed really nice. Never used to smell, mate. She was exceptionally beautiful, yeah? And I want to put it on my thumbnail, Ario de Borio. She's the second one on the right, yeah? She's the second one on the right, or the second one, well, it's the second one in, yeah? So you can see her, she's absolutely stunning, mate, And when my sister started talking about her running her down, I thought, well, okay, run me down. You can run me down 24/7, but not someone like that. Someone like that, mate, is really nice, really beautiful woman. She used to stink. No, she didn't used to stink, Di. She didn't used to stink. She was a nice person. I don't know where you got all this from, you know what I mean? She stink, and she was on this, and she was on that. And she might have took it down again, Di. You know what I mean? But for Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown to have her go to America, do you think that she was like that, Di? Come on. She might have been when she left there because they got her on it. But before she went, she was just absolutely stunning. She was a stunning woman. And you've got no right to say that because you don't know, because you was never around to see her. When did you see her? When did you ever see Ario? When, Di? You're just making it all up, Di. You know what I mean? You got bits and pieces of my book. You got to make everything up. You do, you stir little bits, don't you, all the time? Don't stop it. Stop what you're doing, yeah, and think. Your mum's up there. Your mum and my mum is up there. She's looking down at you and saying, "What you doing, Di? That's your brother. That's my son. It doesn't matter. That's my son, Ray, and that's your brother. And the way you're talking is unbelievable. That's your mum up there, Di. She's looking down at you, saying that to you now, mate. She can't understand you. She can't understand you, yeah? Why you're doing what you're doing. And karma has got to you, Di. Karma has got to you. Like karma got to me, sent me in prison for most of my life, yeah? Right? Okay. I've deserved it. I got it. But karma done the same thing to you, Di. Karma done the same thing to you. You know what I mean? Di, you must have been so wicked to Alan and wicked to your other man, yeah? Because, you got no one now. You got no one, Di. You know what I mean? And it's a shame. It's a shame that, you you're like you are. It breaks my heart to even know that you're like that. But you're my sister. You know what I mean? How can I laugh about you being a cripple? You say I'm not a cripple. You are a cripple, Di. You know what I mean? I remember what I see. I remember you coming in from the kitchen in the Zimmer frame, Di, and you was all buckled up. I remember all that, Di. You know what I mean? I remember all that, And what makes it worse, I haven't really said too much about it, Di, but why don't you just show people where you used to cut all your legs? We used to cut all your leg for sympathy and you cut all your arms for sympathy, Di. Show people. Show people that, Di. Show people where you used to cut yourself. That's what got the scent to see me, that, Di. When you used to cut yourself, you Di, why did you do that? Well, I can't make out. And I wasn't around. I was in prison, right? And Mum used to tell me, Mum used to say to me in letters, why Diana is cutting herself, yeah? Why is she cutting herself? I said, Mum, she's not on some sort of drugs, is she? You don't know, Mum. She might be. No, I don't think she's, Ray, but she keeps cutting herself, And I go into the rooms and she's cut her legs. Why was she doing that? You know what I mean? Such a beautiful girl. She's beautiful, my sister, when she was young, yeah? But she cut herself. A lot of girls do that, A lot of guys do that. I met a lot of guys in prison cutting their arms, yeah? A lot of people cut themselves in prison for sympathy, especially if they're on drugs and all that and they can't get it, so they start cutting themselves, yeah? But, to see my sister, I never see it. That's what I was told. Show people the cuts, Di, on your legs. Come on, show them. Why did you do that? Why? You know what I mean? And now you know, you speak so, you speak so little thing, Di. You know, I don't like to be nasty to you, Di. You know what I mean? Because I think you suffered enough. But really, you got to stop all this about me. You got to stop and get on with your own life, Di. I've done 30 odd years, maybe even more than that in prison, Di. I don't need aggro from you. I'm out now. I'm out enjoying my life. So let me enjoy it, Di, without you giving me all this grief. I don't need it, you know what I mean? I don't need it. I'm not the person that I was. If I was the person that I was, Di, honestly, Di, I'd have come and got you a long time ago. I'd have come and got you, Di, and I'd have chat to you. But I'm not that person no more. I let it all go on my head. There ain't no point. I always challenge my thoughts. What's the point? What's the point? But you got to challenge your thoughts, Di. You got to challenge your thoughts. What am I doing it for? What am I going to get out of it? You know, you keep saying I'm doing it because of my mum. Di, have you read that book? What have I said about my mum, Di? What have I said? What have I said? Everything's been took down about mum and this, that and the other. But tell me what I've said wrong about my mum. Tell me, Di. Tell me what I've said. You just want to hurt me, Di. You just want to hurt me. Hurt me, Di. You wouldn't... Listen, no one's going to do what you do when all that crap about keep your friends at a distance and your enemy close. No one's going to do what you done to me. No one's going to send you pictures and food and all that, you know what I mean? And paintings and photos of mum and all that you knew together. No one's going to send me all that. You know, keep your friends at a distance and your enemies close. Because I'm not your enemy, Di. I've never been your enemy, babe. And you're making out, you know, here's my enemy. Try and control yourself, Di. I ain't the most brilliant person in the world, Di, but try and control yourself. When I was in prison, I done a course, yeah, called Calm, controlling your anger and learning to manage it, yeah. But you got to do that, Di. You got to control it, mate. But hey, there's no point in keep laughing and giggling and making out you're so sweet and showing people your things, your pictures of ghosts and things like that. That's brilliant, Di. That's brilliant. Stick to what you're doing. Stick to what you're doing. You're going over the top, mate. I'm sticking by my mum, helping my mum. But you're helping your mum do what? I'm making because Ray lies. Lies. Ray lies. Ray lies, Di. Does he? What's he lying about? Have you read my book, Di? He lies. Everything he says is a lie. Well, if everything I say is a lie, that means you must have been with me 24/7 every day of the week, 7 days a week, all my life. But you was never around. You keep saying that 18 years, 19 years of age, you left home, but you used to see mum every weekend or dad every weekend, but you wasn't around, Di. You never see me. You never see me. When I was in prison, I come out and moved around. You never see me what I did. When I moved to South East London, fighting and all. You never see nothing, Di. When I was to rob people and rob this and rob that and do things with guns, you never see none of that, Di. You never see none of that. It's what you're making it all up, Di. Stop it. And I don't want you to talk about Ario the way you're talking about her, yeah? Because I think it's out of order. Because that girl was absolutely stunning. And people, when I put it on my thumbnail, you'll see how stunning she was. She had a pop group, right? She had her own pop group. She was absolutely the business, mate. Fantastic dancer. That's why Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown wanted her over there, because she was such a good dancer. Yeah. Di, behave yourself. Just behave yourself, right? Behave. You ain't getting nowhere, Di. Behave. Behave yourself. Stop it now. Stop it, okay? Bang, bang, bang. Nice one.